a
I'm
little
sorry
bit.
for them with YouTube again.
With stock
Don't know
meta we
what
have
it was.
going on, I thought that could have made a major impact, especially on a longer map. And you see OpTic, they're pretty fired up, and they got to believe in themselves now. I mean, they get off to a slow start. Then we talk about how breaks are important on maps. This is a huge one for Rise Nation. They come out with a really nice start. It silences OpTic, and it's got to get in their heads that they could potentially be going to a Game 7.
All right, let's go, baby. Game 6.
So we're back,
Can OpTic close
and
it out? Can Rise
sixth round
Nation
is
push it to
going.
a Game 7? No, I have no idea. This is going to be an insane matchup. A couple down for OpTic Gaming here early on. Skunk trying to peek White Truck. Picks up one in front as he's going to play it safe here. Try to control mid, and that is going to be 4 down for Rise Nation. Control here for OpTic Gaming.
Yeah, Rise Nation just needs to break even on this hill. They just can't let OpTic get a lot of free time. This is one that you'll take whatever you can get on that first go around. And you're really worried about getting that second and third hill. Those are the two you want to control. And just like that, it's going to be 4 dead in favor of Rise Nation. So you're just going to see Classic try and pre-aim this fence. You're going to see players look over him with assault rifles, and he just needs to stay alive as long as possible.
He's trying to, using this truck. He's going to re-peek and challenge, picks up the assist, and that's going to be a 2-piece for Slack before dropping. But now we're rotating over to Yard. First man in, going to be Looney. He needs to have a big performance. They need him to be like that semifinal matchup, going up vertical. Player going to be pushing him here
Rise
shortly.
is in the
Can he
lead.
win a key gunfight here? Backside
Can
10,
they
the
hold it?
answer is no. That's going to be Crim6 taking him out. But on the other side, you've got Octane, 3 streak, 4 and 2. Looking to lock down things here from back alley. 1 in his sights. He can win that. 2nd in his sights. Takes him as well. Octane heating up. Finds a 3rd before he drops. Rise Nation coming alive here in a big way.
And some big kills when we were on with Looney were from Octane. He was in that back alley, took 2 players out on the flank, and you see Rise Nation just flooding into the hard point. Kills being shaded by both teams. You see Classic jumps in. He's able to take out one. Formal takes him out from afar, and it's going to be Skunk and Formal in the kill feed, as it's going to be OpTic Gaming getting control of Auto.
Well, they're going to close it out for the scrap time, but the important 2 players are going to be Crim6 here, I have highlighted, and Karma in the back. They have to lock down the spawns, and they're doing an excellent job of that thus far, but the flood is coming in here. Look at all the red arrows. They're trying to vie for control of Grandma's. They've got the inside locked down, but it's all about Karma and these spawns.
Again, look at how far that one player on OpTic spawn. He's actually going to come down the middle street and trail the guys on Rise Nation. You see Crim picking up 2 kills, but it's going to be Classic and Looney in the back of the OpTic base. It's going to be Rise with the opportunity to pinch on this hill. This is a big play from Looney, and it gets shut down by Crim with the L car, and it's going to be Rise winning some gunfights, trying to work their way around the back. Classic with a big win. Same with Looney, as it's going to be Rise Nation taking control of this hill.
We've got another lead change here. Rise has held the back, and they're looking to maintain control. They've already got Looney rotated, ready for tracks here, and to watch this side. There's one. Can he pick any of them up? The heat wave goes off, not connecting at all, but Slack still soaking up some time. Watching this front door. 4 down for OpTic as Octane, Slack, and Classic all coming in on the kill feed. Rise starting to pull away. 10 or so seconds left here.
Giving up on this hill.
Time.
OpTic's giving up on this hill as well. They're going to go play for tracks, and we talk about these 2 teams, some of the best in the game at taking a lot of times on this hard point, and Octane is not messing around in this game 6. 14 and 5 to kick things off. He wants to prove that he's the best they are in the game. Takes out another.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, he turns around. He knows one was at Peaches. He's going to get heat waved, and Karma able to take him out, but here comes Classic with the Tempest. We've seen big plays with this weapon all weekend long. Rise spawning OpTic out all the way back alley. They need to push together. He's not able to get one. Would have been a big play if he connected with one player there.
Oh my God, yeah, he hits one of those, and I think he is just violating the entire side of OpTic, but now they're trying to push in. You see a couple kills coming in for Crim6. Looney trying to hold on. There's one. Came through. It's mayhem on Barnside tracks.
And now if you're Rise, you have no best. You want OpTic Gaming to push through and give you a favorable spawn for the next one. You see the Rise team all spawning back alley. You got to set up for this mid by taking a lot of time on tracks.
You absolutely did, but as we rotate now into our second side of hard points here, we're going back to mid-map, and I want to listen in with the green wall. Let's turn it over to OpTic Gaming.
Shooting yard, front barn.
I'll go grab him. Go top barn. I got one.
Nice one.
I'm going in up. I don't see the guy top barn. Could be yard.
One Z and top grandma's in sight.
Camping up.
Hill dead.
Oh.
Z.
One shot, one white truck as well. One shot hill, guys. L wall. One shot L wall, one shot.
Nice,
White truck. Side hill. Did anybody push hill?
Where's the side?
Anybody push hill? Right, white truck. Yeah, white truck. One shot.
Got him. Sight dead.
More hill.
That wall grandma's.
One shot. Stay down. I'm trying. I died. Fuck.
I'll get hill. I'll try to get hill.
All grandma.
Z.
Who's in my side?
Top grandma's weak. One Z in hill, dead.
Nice. One more.
White truck and Graham and Dub.
The dart killed me now.
White truck and Dub.
Dub dead. Nice, good job, one dead.
He's
head glitching hill from Dub. Head glitching hill Dub. Okay, here.
Yeah, he's at right side. Classic, nice. Go to new.
Big truck.
We're gonna play the back.
Mid truck got me, Octane. Is that? Let's go. Next hill is huge, guys.
Damn, waste full mag and another.
Purifier.
Look in the back alleys on the head glitch.
Guys getting up.
And we're back with an advantage here for Rise Nation. They're controlling, but the fire's out for Scump, just trying to break in. The truck uses cover. Can he pick up the kill? No, he will get dropped. And that's both weapons for Optic Gaming taken out. You saw the scythe shut down by Slack's dart earlier.
I was going to say, I was on with Slack when we were in that listen. I was like, this is weird to see a dart in hardpoint as you see a heat wave come out. And everyone dropped for Optic Gaming, but Slack throws the dart out and he's able to take out the scythe player. Big play. Probably doesn't realize how big that is in the scope of the game as if Formal gets set up in that middle of the map. Might have been Optic Gaming taking a lot of time in that middle hard point.
This is the Looney we love.
Yeah, Looney's definitely come to life here in Game 6. Wants to force that Game 7 in Optic. And they need a good rotation here to Graham off. They give this up to Rise Nation. It's going to be bad.
Look at the map. It's going to be the hold here from Rise. They're set up in the back. The wall bang from Classic. He's got his Tempest ready to go to. They're up 66 points, and they're looking to hold here in a big way. He saw one slide across. Can he tag them both? No. The bait and switch coming in as he's going to be tagged up. Pushing in the front. That's the heat wave coming in for Karma. He's got control. On the back, you've got Scump on a 4 streak as well. He's heating up and looking to crush the hopes and dreams of Rise, but they have not managed to take control.
I tell you what, that was some sick shots from Classic. He's not able to take Karma out there, but he jumps in the middle of the street, sees Scump all the way in the back of the hill on Grandma, and he's able to take him out.
Well, we heard from Optic Gaming. Let's turn it over to Rise. Slacked in the crew, locking things down. Let's go to a listen-in.
I'm gonna try to get your stairs. They just spawn peach. Don't peek. One peach. Stairs. One else. Window. I spawn out. You gotta keep it up here. Get to train. I will absolutely just jump back window. Next contest. You can push out back train. I'm gonna try to challenge him here. I'm challenging with you, Jerry. It was Matt. Watch out, Matt. Kill him. Sobe. He's in between. One shot. I got Matt. I can get pushed. I have Trevor's on you. I'm watching your right. Got peach. No, you spawn back alley, flank peaches. Yeah, I'm one shot. They're gonna warn on me. Yeah, he pushed me formal. I spawned back horn. Stay alive. I spawned back alley. Nice. Peach for sure. Where are you? Peach. All gonna be there. Hold the white horn. We're still here. I'm EMP'd. I'm holding one. One shot. I'm gonna pinch him. You guys are Tempest though. No, he's top grandma, weak. Got him, another there. Let's go. One shot back grandma. I got one. Should change. Peaches.
Rise going big. You see Classic going off with the Tempest. They've still got control. This 60-point hold. Optic Gaming has just not been able to break. We're going to enter our third side of rotations here shortly, and Rise Nation looks ready and poised to push this the distance.
They just did a fantastic job getting in the hill. You heard in their comms, contest. I believe it was Octane for a little bit, just laying down in between the trains, and nobody from Optic Gaming was able to get him out. You saw Classic. He flanked one time, picked up 1 kill, slowed the push from Optic Gaming down over by Peaches, then rotates back into the hill right off the spawn, and he's able to do some nice things with the Tempest.
Insane stuff from Classic. The crew's holding it down. We're in our third side of rotations. Optic Gaming set up, looking to hold on. They need the mounts to come back. The players from Rise are going to be pushing in here. What can Rise do to secure this victory, Matt? They've had such a solid 10 minutes or so thus far.
A minute 50 left. You can't get nervous here on this hill. You know, if Optic Gaming were to take a lot of time here in the middle, you can't focus on what went wrong. You have to get over towards Auto. You can't afford to give them 2 good hills in a row. You see Octane up here with the scythe. He's just going to be looking down over his teammates, and that is taking out Slack in the process. And Classic gonna be in the hill, just needs to stay alive as long as possible, doing a good job of that. It's really about this next hill for me, for Rise Nation. You got to be able to lock this next one down.
Well, they're in early. Let's go over to the next hill. You mentioned that Slack with a 2-piece at the back, holding down 10. They still have a nice advantage, but this next one is the big one. This in the Grandmas, likely going to end it. Classic wins a big one, but is going to get cut down. That was Looney from mid-map killing him.
Yeah, that's just really weird. You got to know where your teammates are. Obviously, Classic played that perfectly. A lot of patience, but that team kill could end up to be huge. A lot of players pushing Slack in the hill. He's going to drop. You see Classic in the kill feed, but it's going to be Optic Gaming in control of the hill. Karma picking up a big 2-piece. Crim inside. Karma grabbing a third. Karma on a 4th streak right now, tries to push all the way through auto, but OpTic Gaming looks like they could be able to make the comeback here.
They're doing it right now. They've got 30 on the clock, the deficit 30 as well. Can they bring it back before they even get to Grandma's? Trying to contest. Who's going to be the first to rotate? It looks like it's going to be Octane setting up at Grandma's, but they need to get somebody in the back. Look at the track spawn right now coming in, and who's there? It's Looney. Looney's got to go huge. He's got one. Can he get two? He wins a big one. There's a third. There's the camo though as he gets it, and Karma picks up the final couple ticks. But look at the setup now you've got from Rise Nation. They can win it here at Grandma's.
And you don't want Octane in the hill if you're OpTic Gaming. He's able to just look out the front with that AR and put down so much fire that you're trapped, and then you get Classic over from that large wall. He's able to take out 3 players as they cross in towards that mid street, but I got to talk about Looney winning those 2 gunfights over at tracks. Those are the plays of the game.
Absolutely are. They can close it out here. Slack picking up one. The slide, the reload, the challenge. He gets it, wins it. Glove just crushing Rise Nation. 25 points away. It's looking like Game 7.
And OpTic has to go through that back tin area, and that is the one spot you do not want to have to flood through. It's going to be 3 kills in the kill feed for Rise Nation. Everything falling apart for OpTic Gaming here, Maven. Scuff gets into the hill, picks up a 2-piece, slapped in there, and
This is it. Rise holding on. Get out of my house. Slack locking it down.
We are going to see
We're going to Game 7.
Game 7 with Rise.
And OpTic Gaming. OpTic Gaming up 3-0 in the series. Rise Nation storm all the way back, winning 3 straight, and OpTic looks
Rise has to win this
absolutely
next
stunned.
match.
My God, this is nuts.
But
what we've
still,
all
coming
wanted.
back
Grand
from
final,
where they
Game
were
7, OpTic versus Rise.
set up.
What are your guys' thoughts, Chopra? It's all you, baby.
Insanity is the first word that comes to mind. I mean, I want to say we were half joking when we were talking, even before the match started, like Game 7 will be great, just because it's always nice, right? It's always nice to see the most intense of matches when it comes to the finals, because you know it's the 2 best teams, but it actually happens very rarely in any industry, in any tournament.
You couldn't write a script better than this. I know we're near Hollywood, but this is like a movie scene right now.
It is.
OpTic Gaming, the favorites, go up 3-0. Rise Nation, who they've been battling with online forever, bring it to a Game 7 in a potential reverse sweep. What is that, like the second one ever in Call of Duty history, the first one being H2K over Liquid this past weekend?
Yeah, this has been absolutely crazy. I mean, you got a huge performance from Octane throughout that entire map. Rise are looking to turn
he
things
had
around.
a good setup.
Keep in mind, this has been a rivalry that's been brewing online, as Courage was saying, throughout
Usually
the entire
I don't
CWL Stage 1 online
these
phase, throughout
matches,
all the
but it's
25Ks,
OpTic
even through some of the
Rise
lands as well. And,
Nation.
you know, Rise have a chance to
do not
win their
like
3rd
OpTic.
major land in a row.
Yeah, this is why I love competitive Call of Duty, man. I mean, these guys put so much on the line for this. There are hundreds of thousands of people watching online.
Shut 'em down.
It's standing room only in the venue. Rise fans getting up and screaming after that match. This is going to be a storybook Game 7.
Yeah, I mean, just the way this map played out too. Sure, Rise was in the lead the whole time, but OpTic had their moments. OpTic had their moments when it looked like they were coming back. I mean, Krim on that auto hill towards the end of the game was trying to hold it down, battling off 3-4 players at a time, all on his own. And then we see Karma making some big plays too. But at the end of the day, it's the players we mentioned that kind of need to pick it up for Rise. Looney and Octane show up to play. Of course, the rest of the team too. Everyone teams up, and now Rise brings it to a Game 7.
You know, there are a couple of key engagements that Rise wind up winning. You know, for example, that Looney 2-piece that tracks going into that final Grandma's Hardpoint. That, you know, if they lose those engagements, and OpTic Gaming are right back into the game, and maybe Rise don't win if they lose those specific key engagements.
All right, I mean, listen, I have to say, going towards a map 7, to be fair, both teams have proven what they were out to prove, right? No one should be able to sit back and argue that OpTic is only an online team anymore. They were up 3-0, and even in these games, they were showing a good game. Same for Rise. No one should be able to say that, no, they can't actually hang with the top dogs. They beat FaZe. They brought a near comeback right now, tying it up 3-3. But at the same time, if you're one of the 8 players on stage right now, you don't settle just because you prove the story. It doesn't end until you lift that trophy.
This is more than a Game 7 right now. They're playing for more than the Stage 1 championship, all the prize pool as well. But they're playing to see who is the #1 team in competitive Call of Duty. It all comes down to this match.
Yeah, you know, it's always great to talk about the stories, but right now you're right, Revan. There's only one thing on everyone's mind. Who exactly is #1 right this moment in Call of Duty Black Ops 3? Who's the reigning team in the Call of Duty World League presented by PS4?
I'll tell you right now, Maven jumped series that I thought it was going to be a 4-0. He's put them to use now, going to a Game 7.
Like
These guys over there, I see them. They're basically shaking. I'm shaking. We're in the Band of Protect. SVG, Overkill, very heavy sniper bands here. Shiva goes out as well. Things to look for now, Rapid Fire, Concussion are definitely going to be the last two.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at the long-range guns getting out there because they don't want to get picked off early. It's your last game. You want to be able to challenge and kind of win with pride, right? Jump in there and be like, I know we fought fair and square and I beat you out. I didn't get picked off because you saw me first.
Yeah, normal straight-up bans. These guys are going into this as two teams who have split search and destroys now in this series. It's 1-1. They were both near with the same round count, and now it's in a Game 7 for bragging rights of Call of Duty World League Stage 1 North American Division champions. Then you add in the money aspect of it, $250,000 on the line, everything you could ever ask for.
I mean, we like to joke about it that Maven might have a heart attack, you know, if he's gassing every now and then, but I'm legitimately worried for his health right now.
Yeah, well, there's a reason we put another headset up there just in case we need to hop in.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of energy flowing through
right now.
There's
a reason why he's paired up with the male nurse as well.
We'll see if they can handle it, but it's one game. Potential 11 rounds as we go into Search and Destroy and Infection. One map to determine who the best team in Call of Duty is right now, today. Brevin, what are your thoughts for Search and Destroy and Infection?
All right, so joining in on the conversation, Pirate Booty. Good day.
This is going to slow down the push from the offensive side, and for that exact reason, look for the offense to get trophies right around that line, right in front of the big rock. We all know the ideal setup that you want to get going here on offense. Kind of have one guy here floating around near a tank. He could be in charge of watching this over extension, could also challenge through middle map, but you want the bulk of your team set up around here as they try to push forward. So you get the line of sight from this player on the rock. He's going to zone out this player from the defensive side, and for the most part, you want to keep the defense on their side of that line I just drew. And the defense, we're seeing it more and more often that they like to have more of a middle presence. So look for whoever's on offense to maybe exploit that B Street a little bit quicker. But we all know what OpTic Gaming love to do. Trophy systems are going to have a huge effect on this game. OpTic Gaming look for them to use a lot of danger close grenades to slow down their opponents. That's why we're seeing, you know, frag grenades and Semtex is banned so often against them.
We started this journey back a week after New Year's.
Okay.
Thank you. Well, he kicked me out. I don't know what that was about.
I just got chills saying it. I'm going to sit back, relax, enjoy this. At this point, I don't even care who wins. I predicted OpTic, but we're all winners today.
I mean, yeah, as everyone should. I mean, maybe sitting back you can't do because it's such a tense match right now, but it is this one last map. I mean, to think it all comes down to this after 11 weeks of matches and a couple lands here and there, a couple other tournaments that teams have participated. It comes down to only one map to find out who the best team is. This is the story everyone's been asking for in the Call of Duty World League. This one search and destroy between OpTic Gaming and Rise Nation. Maven, Mr. X, let's find out who the best team is.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Game 7, OpTic, Rise, Infection S&D. How did we get here?
I have no idea, to be honest. I still can't believe that we were just uttering the words Game 7 in this matchup. And no, there's a lot of OpTic Gaming fans at home probably freaking out. Hector in the house. OpTic Gaming during Stage 1 undefeated on this map, 4-0. The last time I believe I've seen them play it was against Envy. It was a Game 5. They won that one 6-0. So OpTic Gaming very good at Infection. S&D Rise split this one 2-2 during the regular season. But Rise, I mean, these guys, they wanted to come in and prove that they are a worthy opponent for the likes of OpTic Gaming. They definitely have.
Here we go, baby. Game 7. OpTic Gaming, round 1, going to be on offense. Those lethals you heard Jack talking about is they're breaking everything. I'm sorry, you know, Revin, I see you standing up. All right, you said it. Great analysis, Revin. Now take a seat.
And Skunk's going to get first blood on the other side of the map, but it's a very interesting play from Rise Nation, catching OpTic Gaming off guard. They're going to get to those B steps, a very powerful position. It looks like the bomb going to go down on the A site. Great call from Rise Nation early. A lot of teams don't push the A bomb site on this map. You'll see Krim taking out Classic, and then that power position. It's just going to be Octane and Slack, the last two alive.
3-on-2. Here comes the break. Can OpTic get the push? Are they able to pick up these players? There's one winning the gunfight. Can they find a second? No. All of a sudden, it's Slack by himself. He's inside a barn. One player going to stick it. It's going to be stuck. Can he get it? They're going to hop off it, try to push Slack. Slack has to go absolutely huge. There's one in behind. He's going to push through. He didn't get spotted. Somehow he's leaking through. through. He's not able to win it. And there you go. OpTic Gaming, round 1. Formal 2-0 and sticking the defuse.
Yeah, they had an idea of where he was. They sent the player down towards that middle of the map to watch if he came through Grave towards the other side of Barn.
Yep.
And then they pushed the other player through Barn. It was a fantastic route from Slack to get outside of it. But it's Formal. I believe he might have actually seen him there for a second.
I don't think he did. That actually, I thought it worked out perfectly. I thought Slack like kind of slipped through the cracks there. He was going to come up with a big play, but no, you don't. Formal locks it down.
It's also a risky play from OpTic Gaming because if Slack is able to win that gunfight on Formal, Scump's not in a position to rotate all the way around, win that gunfight, then get the defuse.
All right, well, let's go on to offense now. Who do you want to watch on?
No, let's stay on board with Looney.
Okay.
Looney,
they can win
had
this.
a rough series, so to speak.
Rise Nation, I think, can win this.
Like
and Jacob, I'm still basically new. I got my start in Advanced Warfare.
Who's going to peek it? Slack able to get one there and outside Rock. He's got Octane watching his back as well. It's going to be 3 versus 3. Are they going to opt to back up? They won it on A as well. Now advantage to Rise Nation. Long distance shots with the VMP. Can't connect. Tagged up, but not taken down. Karma, now you're by yourself. You're in a 1v2. The nade coming in. Apparently,
that would have been crazy.
That would have been the most disgusting grenade I've ever seen in my life.
A good idea by Slack, though, to back down VMP versus M8. He's not going to win that by any stretch of the imagination. You see that EMP coming in and actually tags up Karma, so they have to have an idea of where he's positioned. One player going to fly out. Karma's not going to be able to get the tags down. It's going to be Rise Nation answering back.
So far, you've had these 2v1 scenarios. The team with the advantage is taking it. What's going to make the difference here is who's going to be able to clutch up at a disadvantage. Who's going to make that big play to break the back of their opposition. Thus far, it's been back and forth.
I mean, first bloods are huge in Search and Destroy. They have been all weekend.
So
always will
now.
be in competitive Call of Duty.
Made that one. I'm sure they can make this one.
And if they're able to take the rest of that round down, let's stay on with Octane. We're going to see
OpTic Gaming.
P06. This is a gun that we see the likes of Elevate use a lot. We haven't seen Octane use it all too much, so I'm interested to see what he likes to do with it.
Well, it looks like he wants to get sight on this outside area. He sees one. He knows there's a player there, but he was likely spotted as well. Let's go to the players pushing mid-map because it's going to be Looney who's going to challenge on the B-bomb side. He's going to just shoulder peek that, get some information, back away. Let's look at the point of view from Formal too because he's going to see some mid-map. He's going to get cut down. One down from either side. 3 versus 3. Karma here at tank trying to target the player statue, but he's going to fall as well. 2 players left for OpTic Gaming.
It's a little different atmosphere.
Through the front. They're actually trying to bait and switch there, and Scump is actually take out Classic in the middle of the map. Huge.
I think.
Now it's just going to be Octane and Slack. Remember, Octane has that P06, so does not have another gun in his back pocket. Just going to have a pistol. It's going to be Scump pushing onto the side.
Only one player left. It's Octane. Can OpTic clutch the 2v3? He's got Elcar. He's going to peek. Not able to hit it. There's the clutch for OpTic Gaming. Man down. Doesn't matter. Plenty of time for the defuse, and now they've got the edge.
And that's where not having overkill in the game is huge. And right there, if Octane has an M8, in his back pocket, in addition to the P06, he might be able to make that gunfight a little bit more competitive right there. Scump wins it with ease.
Very, very true. But, we said it was 2v1 holds for the first 2 rounds. Now it's a 2v3 that OpTic takes advantage of. Unbelievable stuff.
I will say, though, I want to see OpTic adjust on the next defensive side. Seems like Rise Nation, they're coming into this one with a distinct plan to put pressure on the A-bomb site. They only have 1 player over there, which a lot of teams do, but it seems like Rise just wants to take advantage of that lone player over on A.
Well, you do have an HC here for Slack. He started out 4-2, but let's go back over to the offense. Are we going to see any sniping here from these guys? Don't see anything yet. They're looking for mid-map control. They're going to start to push through. Getting to mid-steps is going to be Scump. How do you think they plan to attack this, Matt?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to play pretty aggressive on these sites. OpTic. It looks like they're going to play this one a little bit slow. It's quite odd you would have a player in this position, though, with an AR. I mean, you're able to see the cross, but if he gets pushed, obviously a VMP in this type of situation would be able to take him out.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough with the cover here, but Scump, the best in the business when it comes to breaking. Is that the HC from this side? So it's Slack. He knows there's nothing down B, so he knows they got to be mid-map array. Now he sees it. Does he target? Able to pick up one. Slack connects around the corner. He's 5-2. He has a VMP in this situation, so not going to be able to do too much to hold the long-range fight, but he has Octane backing him up. They pick up one. The player going high, trying to challenge Slack, but Slack's going to win it. Now it's Formal in a 1v4. He has all the work in the world to do. How can he possibly do it? Not going to bring it back and forth. 2-2.
Not a ton of time either for Formal to really make anything happen, like wrap all the way around. He needed to just make a play, obviously, with the bomb down as well. And Slacked has been massive for Rise, even in the losses all series long. You got to think, I mean, just think about the Rise Nation roster for a second. This is by far and away the biggest match any of these guys have ever played in.
I could not agree with you more. Right on the money there, but I mean, it's going to be offense again. Do we stay with Slacked? I mean, he's 6-2. He's basically doubling everyone in the lobby right now, doing an excellent job here. Let's watch them now on offense as it looks they're going to be targeting mid-map and A.
Which is what they've been doing all game long. It seems like OpTic is just going to go with the standard defensive setup that they've been employing. They did such a great job on Breach by changing up their strategies round to round. Here in a Game 7, obviously some things change, right? You want to play a little bit safer. You want to go with what works all the time. But, I mean, I'm a believer. You kind of gamble it all away, right? You take those risks, I think.
Yeah, no, I think you're right on the money there. The first player to challenge would be Karma peeking out through B. They're able to get control now. They can flood forward. The next player to challenge could be Crim6, just trying to get vertical here, get onto the B bomb site, but they're down a man. Are they going to slide in? Are they going to opt to attack here? The bomb's getting planted. This is such a tough angle to deal with. Just peeking, trying to get shots in, but not able to pick up any of these kills. It's Classic actually answering. 2 players left for OpTic. Crim6, Formal have a lot of work to do here.
Yeah, to get into the B bomb site, trying to challenge those AR players in the middle is so difficult. You're going to see Formal. He's not going to be able to take out anyone. Crim's going to drop mid-map.
He tags up everybody, right? Putting shots all around, but not getting any of the kills.
Yeah, and it's going to be Rise Nation taking that round on offense, and it was big plays by Classic. He was able to just guard Slack, because Slack's stuck in the B bomb site. He's just laying down, hoping that Classic's able to pick up those kills, because he has no chance of killing anybody if they slide in, and Classic does a great job locking it down.
All right, well, OpTic Gaming, it's their turn to look up at the scoreboard now as they are down a round. Let's go over to them on offense here. Let's start off with Karma. We'll take a look at his class, Trophy out. Going to have an M8 as well. You'll notice no secondary here for him. Not going to have a pistol to back this one up, but you've got aggressive defense on the outside. They're going to meet up top again. Krim wins one. Krim gets the second. No, he can't win it. But you got 2 down for Rise. They're looking strong still. Karma picks up another very, very quickly. It's Looney all by his lonesome.
And he is so far out of position. Obviously, he's going to be the only player over on the opposite side of the map. And he's actually coming on a long flank here. He's able to get some nice shots down, but he is trapped. You're going to have all 3 players fly at Looney. And Maven, with the way this was going, could be going the distance, I think.
You think so? Game 7, round 11, OpTic, Rise, the top 2 seeds all year long. Could you ask for anything more perfect?
No, you literally could not. I mean, you just laid it out there for everybody. You could not ask for a more perfect scenario. And stay on board with the offensive team, Rise Nation, see what they elect to do. And they did a great job, obviously, earlier. Rise going towards the A bomb site, and then now having success over towards B. It forces OpTic to be a little more honest on defense. Respect the fact that they could possibly do a hit through A.
Well, Scump's here playing defense, uses the cover, gets the first blood, but the push is going to continue to come. You got to stay alive. You don't want to get traded out there. And who's at the back? Backrock is Krem. He's waiting in case they opt to push through here. You have watching the flank is Looney. If anyone wants to wrap around the back, you've got Slacked being very, very patient here. He has his kinetic armor to work with. Now, who's wrapping around? This is Formal pushing around the back. He might line one up perfectly, but that's a great shoulder peek as he's going to get a ton of information. Let's go back to mid. Karma checking, sees one at back, sandbags, and who's wrapping around the back? Krem with the big flanks on Breach. Can he get it done here as well? There's one. He wins it. There's a player on the site. They're going to trade that out as well. It's now Looney, 1 versus 3. The poor guy finds himself between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, and he's going to catch one player here in the tunnel. He's not going to win the gunfight. Karma on the defuse. It looks like actually he's going to hop off.
Yeah, get your specialist meters a little bit. Look for trophies. And, you might just let who's closest to streaks?
Yeah, Karma was. I didn't really understand why he would get off of it. He probably just wanted to check with a teammate before he actually
You get your meters up a little bit, right? But you have, I think it was Krim and Formal. I think have their specialist abilities here.
Yeah, and Karma's going to earn an HC in the process, so we'll see how he elects to use that. Could be used on the offensive side of things to push into the B bomb site, kind of force players out of it. If Riot's going to play a guy on top of bomb.
What is the one burst in green, close range with the M8. Doing him dirty here.
Not saying Looney would have been able to make anything happen there, but he kills Formal. He does have Heat Wave.
Yeah.
I don't think he would have been able to get to the bomb in time, though, to be quite honest.
Well, you have Camo for Formal. Karma has that HC as well, and then what did Krem have? Vision Pulse. So let's watch the camo play here, see if Formal might opt to use it. Oh, this is going to be a big hit here. Everybody coming out. The camo's going to be huge here. There's the first blood. Snaps in one on his right. Gets both. The player outside Rock is dropped as well. And it's Classic all by his lonesome too. Him and Looney, they just have so much, man. You see them in these tough position. Well, look at the X-ray right here. Everybody's in front of him. He's tagged up. He's dropped. OpTic Gaming, green wall, 1 round away here from being your champion.
That was a perfect round to use your abilities from the standpoint that you use them, you go down the B street, you win the round. It puts so much pressure on Rise just to look at that scoreboard and see OpTic Gaming 1 round away.
And a funny stat line from yesterday, our first 7 S&Ds were a scoreline of 6-3.
Yeah.
It's been a theme of the weekend.
A lot of trends this weekend, yeah.
And OpTic end it here. It's going to be offense for Rise Nation, and all they have, they have the heat wave. That's really the only thing they have to work with. Can you play off of that really on offense, or is that going to be more a clutch situation?
I think it's going to be more a clutch situation. You want to keep that heat wave player alive, and you're going to see Formal actually just use the HC.
You've got HC cards everywhere.
He's going to use it to just scout players out.
They're everywhere. Are there 3? Are there 3 of them? Those 2. Okay.
And everyone being so cautious, they don't want to get first blood in this. Oh, actually, Formal's HC gets taken out, but he gets some vision on a player in mid. I believe we see another one out on the map. That one's from Karma, and it's going to be Krim taking out Octane up in the top house window. Fantastic shots there by Krim. Going to get a little bit aggressive.
Oh, almost. That would have been sick, man. The car tags him up, and then to fly around the corner and pick it up, but just a second late, and now this is everything. It's 3v4. Rise Nation has to get it done. It was the vision pulse coming out from Crim6. They know where everybody is. Krim gets set up on the B side. He's going to rotate out at back rock. You have Formal here. He can push if need be, but let's go to the offensive point of view. It's going to be on Slack. They've got to get the bomb down. They have just over 20 seconds to go. How are they going to play this? You see him at the corner. He has to go for it. You have the heat wave here. Do you maybe slide up for the heat wave? He has to stay alive. You can't lose him. You cannot drop here. You gotta stay alive and maybe even get this off. He's gonna challenge the corner. Keeps peeking. There's 2 inside. Do you slide in and pop this? You gotta think about the heat wave. He wins 1. He's able to get it now. Krim, you're all by yourself. He's trapped here inside of B. Doesn't have a lot of time to go. Yeah. Rise has got it.
Looney picks up both of those kills.
Come on.
The player in that round that made the biggest play is Classic.
That first kill.
He doesn't get tagged by the vision pulse, so they don't really have an idea where he's playing. He could have been playing all the way in that back rock in the island watching the flank. He could have been playing a little bit more over towards Church. He's up on that top rock, and he jumps down, gets that first kill with the M8. And he's the only one on that team with the M8, the only one who can knock those shots down. And Rise, they saved their camo, they saved their heat wave.
They have heat wave, they now have camo, they're about to have vision pulse, and on the other side, Scump almost has kinetic. And look how far everybody else is. I mean, Karma's kind of in the same neighborhood, but here comes this strong B push. They don't have the camo that worked so well for him last time. Classic's gonna peek right away. Want the back rock, zips his head up. Can he find a second? Tags him up, gets the assist as well. 1 more peeks and pushes. 2 versus 2. Scump by himself. 5-5, round 11, game 7.
Did Formal fall off the map?
Oh, I hope not. Did he really?
Did Formal fall off the map?
Oh, God. No, he can't fall off the map.
He does. He drops there on that right-hand side. And we are going to have a Game 7, round 11 between OpTic Gaming and Rise. 1 round will decide our Stage 1 champion.
Come on. They can do this.
The crowd, let's get it, baby.
So Looney still has heat wave. Looney still has heat wave, and Scump used his kinetic during that round. So obviously, Looney with that heat wave and on offense could make a big play over at the bomb sites.
Oh my God, this is everything. $250,000 prize purse for these guys, and it all comes down to 1 damn round of S&D. Who will be crowned your champions? Here comes the push. Classic gonna be set up inside. He's gonna work on the plan here. And who's peeking in the corner? It was Scump shoulder peeking for just a moment. Got some information. Is he going to fly in? The vision pulse comes out. They're aware he's at the steps, and that's going to slow everything down. Looney at top grandma's. There's a player flanking around behind. Is he going to be able to win this? Not able to get it. First blood goes to OpTic.
And in the grand scheme of things, that player is pretty important because now OpTic's going to be able to go on a long flank. They didn't have success challenging him from the mid-map, but potentially pushing from the defensive side of things could break this setup.
That's another one. That's 4 versus 2. They're able to pick up 1 kill. All of a sudden, 2v2. They're picking him up. It's now 4 down. OpTic Gaming has done it.
They go huge. Karma in the final round picks up 2 big kills. He finishes 9-7 in Game 7. But I tell you what, if if anyone had any doubts about Rise Nation, they are over now. They played unbelievable.
The guys will high five, shake hands. What a brutal, brutal battle. I mean, the physical and mental preparation you have to have for this. These guys have got to be absolutely exhausted. But now we'll have them center stage. And there it is. OpTic Gaming are going to be your champions of Stage 1 North American Call of Duty World League.
That's a real disappointment for me. I was really wanting to see Rise win that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have our champions. Give it up for them again. OpTic Gaming, everybody. Look, you gotta show everyone this trophy. Hold it up. Come on, bask in this for a second here.
But that was a good game. I'm gonna just leave this as it is, and I'm gonna end this video, and I'll start up another one for a few games before I have to go to work. So, catch you on the next one.